I got robbed twice and didn't even know it. Which, like, how does that even happen? Well, I'll tell you. So basically, I ended up having a dream. And in the dream, I open the door, standing in the doorway, and I'm looking around, trying to see like what's going on. Like I can tell something's missing. Everything looks put in its place. Nothing's out of order. But in the dream, I knew that somebody had gotten in my house, stolen something, and got away with it. And so as I'm looking around the house, I have this knowing also in my dream that it actually happened twice. And that was the whole dream. So it wasn't actually my house. It wasn't a place that I lived in, but it was my house in the dream. And so I went about my day. That was in the morning. Went about my day, thinking about the end of my work day, get home, take a shower. And in the shower, I'm like, wait a minute. Lord, if that dream actually meant something, I would love to know. And so I asked God, like, God, if that literally just pretty much as simple as that. If that meant something, please let me know. So hop in bed. And at that time, I just made it a habit to check my bank account before I went to sleep. And money was different back then. It's better now, thank you, Jesus. But money was different back then. So I saw a chunk of money missing. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Like, I know I had this, and I got this coming up. So where did my money go? And I'm scrolling, and I realized, wait a minute, like, I didn't put that money. Like, I saw the transaction, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see that. I mean, I'm not responsible for that transaction. So what happened? Call the bank at like 10 o'clock at night. The bank is open 24 hours, which is great. Call the bank, and they're like, yeah, it looks like you made a transaction in Florida, and for X amount of dollars. And I was like, well, ma'am, if you look at all my transactions, I had been in Florida. I've made a transaction in Florida in probably like 7 years, something crazy like that. And so I was like, can we investigate this? She's like, yeah, we'll look at it. He's like, oh, that's funny. I'm like, what is it? She's like, well, it looks like this transaction's happened twice. And I was like, well, can you tell me, like, is it a store location? He's like, well, the transaction has somebody's name to it. And the person that used this transaction or used the name of this transaction, they used the crime boss's name, like an Al Capone or Tony Montana. But it was another one that was really famous I didn't know about. And they were like, wow, this is strange. I was like, strange indeed. What are we gonna do about this? So long story short, they gave me all my money back. So I had gotten stolen from twice and had no idea. And so that's the power of dreams. If you're not a dreamer, or if you don't think you're not a dreamer, I promise you, God speaks to you through your dreams. It even says so in Job chapter 33. It says that God will speak to you. He'll give you warnings. He'll give you direction. He's looking to take things that are bad or happening bad in your life and turn them to good. That's all God's nature is. God is looking to flip things that are negative for the positive. And the interesting thing is I don't really recall ever asking God, hey God, did anybody steal any money from me? Because I sure would love for you to figure that out. But it was grace. It was gracious for him to actually even just bring that up to me in a dream. And I could have blew that dream off. I could have been like, oh man, that was a weird dream. It's whatever. But dreams are ways that God communicates to us. And I want to encourage you to start to write your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. And if you do not dream, or if you say you don't dream, just start beginning to pay attention to your dreams and you will dream more often. I can guarantee it, because it's almost like, this is what I've learned about God, is if you want more of God, then you've got to lean into what he's doing. In James chapter 4, it says, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. And so if you lean into God, or if you lean into what God is doing or what he may be saying, you'll hear from him more often, because nobody who's ignored likes to talk. They'll just realize, oh, I'm being ignored. So whenever you're ready to listen, I'll speak up. So anyways, God bless you. Thanks for listening. And yes, I did write a dream journal, and it is for situations like this. I actually have it right here. This is my not for sale copy. But there's some dreams in here that I went through. There's some analogies. There's a glossary that tells you about, like, what water means. But water can mean so many different things. So context is everything. And then there's a ton of places for you to write your dreams and even draw them out. So hope you're encouraged. I would love for you to pick it up, because it'd be a blessing to you. And I think you may have seen a video I posted, but we sleep about 25 years of our lives, which is wild. And we only live for like 80 something. So a lot of that time we're asleep, and God, who loves us, communicates to us even while we sleep. And sometimes he does it to people who aren't listening. If you're too busy running from God, he'll catch you when you can't run. And that's in your dreams. Love you guys.